Please be advised that this video is for the sole purpose of entertainment. Any views are purely my own, are subjective and may not necessarily be true. I do, however, do extensive research for all of my videos. All photos have been found on the public domain. I am using them under the fair use and fair dealing guidelines. I urge everybody to do their own research. Well, hello, it's Murky Meg here. It's Wednesday the 4th of December and we are all well aware that Meghan is suing the hell out of everything and everyone that she could possibly think of. Said anything bad against her? Boom, lawsuit. Printed anything that she hasn't approved? Boom, lawsuit. But did you know that it's a double-edged sword? I've said this many times. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Well, it seems that that hand is now not feeding. Blind Gossip have alleged that she's played around with the truth in interviews and selectively leaked false information, i.e., I believe they mean People magazine and Omid Scooby, more about him later. Then it got published. She played the victim and sued. So some of you actually might go, do you know what? They printed something that's wrong. Surely they should be sued. Well, it doesn't always work like that because we all know that Sunshine Sacks are being paid a hefty sum to force puff pieces into the media. It's now becoming so saturated, it's quite easy to tell which ones are from their camp. So, going back to what we were originally talking about with regards to her suing the hell out of everybody, it does have a secondary action to this because what it effectively does is it makes journalists wonder if they can trust her to actually publish a story that she wants to be published without getting bitten back. You see, this is the age-old thing between royals and reporters. There is a very delicate balance, and it's been there for many decades that it's a bit of give and take. You report on what I want you to do, and I will give you access. But when they don't give access, and then they turn around and sue papers, of course journalists are going to think, well, why on earth should I print whatever she has dictated to me to print? Because we all know Mark was going to write that, don't we? There will be no journalistic license to actually change the article itself because she would have written it and they will have to publish it verbatim. Well, that's just my opinion anyway, but I strongly suspect it's true, but who knows? So going back to the Blind Gossip, the release, it said that she wanted to promote a project, and I would seriously love to know which project. However, a number of journalists have simply passed on covering it. Others will do the bare minimum and said why should they stick their necks out on promoting anything to do with her when she's already established that she's keen on suing journalists. That was terribly foolish of her. Now my question to you is there an ulterior motive than just them being trepidatious of her suing them? Or do you think there is something completely different going on? Now this 6 weeks break that they are supposedly to be taken, let's face it, they haven't, to be perfectly honest. They're still posting on it. Sorry, she's still posted on Instagram. Must remember it's hers, not his. It's her Instagram, not Harry's. Silly Murky Meg. Anyway, this 6 weeks break is completely irrelevant because they are posting on their Instagram account. It's still there. We've still had the woke quotes, the Giving Tuesday. Oh, yes, I actually gave yesterday. If you see my Twitter account, you'll understand why. Nothing to do with Meghan Markle, but actually losing my in-laws very suddenly this time last year. Completely irrelevant. Don't worry about it. So this 6 weeks break is very convenient because this NATO visit is happening right now at Buckingham Palace. Now, normally, if they were on active royal duties and they weren't in their 6 weeks exile, I use that word very carefully, they would be there representing the royal family. But they're not because they're on 6 weeks break. Coincidence or not? I've always said for many months now, I don't believe in coincidence. I think this is a complete win-win by the Queen. They've been told, in my personal opinion, I think they've been told, go and lick your wounds. Go away, go for 6 weeks, come back refreshed, renewed, with a whole new positive outlook. But do we think that's going to happen? Oh, no. Because they can't stay away from social media. Harry, hasn't anybody ever told your wife that you think social media is more dangerous than drugs and alcohol. Perhaps somebody needs to have a little word. But maybe the journalists have the right idea. Do you know what narcissists thrive off? And it's attention. Irrelevant of whether it's good attention or bad attention. Attention is attention is attention is attention. They need it. They crave it. They must have it. So what happens when you starve a narcissist of attention? They get angry, of course. And where can she portray her anger? Of course, Harry. It's the perfect opportunity to isolate him more. So maybe this whole Thanksgiving thing, which we're now seeing, everybody's saying this, she spent it with her family. I thought the royal family were the family she never had. Silly me. We're remembering stuff again, aren't we? We're not supposed to do that, are we? So we've been bombarded in the media with the fact that she spent Thanksgiving with her family during these 6 weeks and that she's cooked Thanksgiving all by herself. Well done, Meghan. Most women do that every single year at Thanksgiving and or Christmas. You are not special, you are just normal. But hey, how do we know that she spent Thanksgiving in the US with her close family? Well, of course, by Markle's own mouthpiece, of course, Omid Scooby-Doo. He pipes up on his podcast and revealed that the Sussexes celebrated Thanksgiving privately with close family on a long-time trip to US. Long time. That doesn't make any sense, Omid. I suggest you actually get a dictionary. And we've heard that she's going to cook, or she did cook Thanksgiving herself, and that she's the ultimate hostess, and that we're bombarded in the media about how these top tips for getting through the festive season are Markle's way. And you know what? It's all just PR guff. It's Sunshine Sachs trying to make her sickly sweet sugariness, trying to appeal to her fans that still adore her. Very odd behaviour. I think the worst example of this within the last couple of days is this particular piece in the Daily Mail. Toronto-based homeless charity reveals staff nicknamed the Duchess of Sussex the lovely Meghan when she volunteered to hand out food while working on suits. Do you know what? I'm speechless. It's so obvious that this has been put out to coincide with their monthly shine a sodding light on charity thing. It's just getting tedious, to be perfectly honest. This whole Sunshine Sachs feeding of the media, it's getting too much. You either want a 6 weeks break, and do you know what? Stay there. Sort yourselves out. Lick your wounds. Prepare for battle. Do anything. But just please leave us alone. People are getting very tired of this constant drivel that's being fed to us. We're not stupid. We know what's happening. We all have internet. We know the score. Now, what happens next is a whole other ball game. When will they come back? Will this constant drip feeding to Instagram continue? Will the PR puff pieces continue? Of course they will. It's Meghan Markle. Anyway, I'm done for today. That's all for the video. As always, let me know what you think. What do you think about Meghan suing the media and then the journalists kind of refusing not to report on the project that she wants attention on? Do you think it's just desserts? Or do you think it's tit for tat and really she's royal and they should focus on the projects that she wants to do? What about their 6 weeks off that they can't seem to stop posting again and again or drip feeding stuff to the papers via Sunshine Sachs? Do you think that they should just literally go away, leave us be for 6 weeks? Or do you think as royals they have a right to be in the media? But they want privacy, I hear you scream. What about Thanksgiving with the family she never had? I know I touched on this in my previous video, but again, it's rammed down our throats, so I bring it up in my videos once again. And finally, how about the lovely Meghan? Is she lovely? I'll leave that one to you. As always, let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'd like to thank everyone who has donated to my channel. It's because of your kind generosity which enables me to release worthy and interesting contents. So I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon.